course, no one's here, and if really anyone does come in, I'll be surprised due to the time of day, the day of the week, and the randomness of this, but I just felt like I wanted to give an update to the community and to friends and family and other supporters about the state of the Ark. Some of you know that we have had a GoFundMe going since the 1st of November, which will end January 1st. And we set a low and reasonable goal. Hey there, Sam. Hey, Coro. But anyway, I wanted to mention the GoFundMe and let you guys know that we've just reached over half of the $2,500 goal. And anyone that has a dog or a cat that goes to the vet knows that that is not a lot of money to ask to be able to take in dogs and cats. We've been on hold because we simply can't afford to pay the utilities and the vet both. So, and we've all donated here ourselves. I've loaned money to the Ark. I mean, we've done every possible thing we can do. And we were always able to pride ourselves on being able to help people that had to surrender pets because they couldn't afford to take care of them. Sometimes that's just giving food to them, and sometimes it's actually taking them, but they usually require a lot of vetting, the basic vetting, like spay, neuter, vaccinations, fecal exam, an examination, a physical exam, flea tick, heartworm medication, deworming. That stuff is $250 to $300 per animal, depending on the size of the animal. And then if anything else is found, that goes on top of that. So somebody that has to give their pet up because they can't afford to take care of it, you can't ask them to help with that cost. It's just not right, and they don't have it to start with. But we've had a really good response. We're just not quite where we need to be able to start taking pets in again. It's at 1265 right now, and we hoped it would be at our goal of 2,500 or more. So we're still hanging on there and hoping that we'll get some late donations to it. I've mentioned before they're tax deductible, and they all stay right here at the Ark. No one here is paid, by the way. No one gets paid anything at all. We never have. We never will. It's all volunteer. We do it because we love the animals and we want to help them. We do own our place now. We had some money to start up with it, and then we paid on a loan for, I guess, about 10 years, and then it got down to an amount that was manageable, and myself and another volunteer paid it off. Not bragging or complaining, I'm just saying we don't even have that. We just have our utilities, we have our insurance, we have our taxes, and we have our vet bill. That's basically it. We're blessed to have food donated and litter and stuff like that as they have things to donate from one of our local Walmarts. And one of our volunteers, Heather, goes and picks that up every couple of weeks. So it's mainly the vet bill, actually, that keeps us busy. The vet does give us, it's New Hope Pet Vet. Dr. Bain owns that, and Casey DeCook David, but Dr. Casey was one of our little volunteers here while she was going to University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. And she was on the board. She was a lead volunteer, and she did a lot of awesome things here for the Ark and went to vet school. So she's our primary vet over there now, but we do get a 15% discount. So we're doing everything we can. Are we rethinking hardwood floors? No. This hardwood floor actually is white pine, and when we opened up here maybe 15 or 16 years ago, this house was built in 1900, so to refinish it would devalue it tremendously. But these are the kind of floors, Sam, that people pay a lot of money for to put in their new houses. And actually the former Mayor Tom, and his wife came by, and I just had 2 bar stools I brought from home. We didn't have any furniture, any desk or anything in here. and they sat on the stools. And he actually wanted to buy the floors and told me what he thought the value would be. And though we could have really used that money and could still, we don't want to do anything to change the value of the floors. I'm only saying that because the dog's nails. No, no. Yeah, we have had to redo the floors in the other rooms. This one's not torn up. And when we first moved in, it was just like old egg crates and pieces of baskets and stuff underneath industrial, that flat carpet that hardly has anything on it, and we didn't know that. So when that started coming up room by room, we had to put down a new subfloor wood. Of course, wood would be unreasonable now to do. You couldn't do that now. But put that down and then put down some vinyl over that. And because we mop with bleach, of course, it dries the vinyl out and it eventually cracks. So about a year and a half ago, we took one of the COVID loans to actually do some improvements to our building. And one of those was to replace the flooring. And because some places it was just open, and if the dogs peed and it got under a mat or something, that was under there. So you can imagine. So this room is still intact, and this is actually the kennel room. These kennels, in theory, if we could take pets, would be full at night with dogs. And I think we have 12 set up in here now. Right now, there are only 2 dogs that spend the night in here, and that's Bandit and that one that's open, and Kokomo, the beagle, in that one. Tish stays out. She'll never be kenneled. She just stays out in the office. So that's kind of depressing, knowing we could be helping all those pets and have them there. But back here, Coco and Bandit, those 2 varmints, have been destructive on the floor. You can't watch them every second. There's linoleum taken up under that, under that. Everything that has something sitting on it is a place that the floor's been taken up under the desk. So we're gonna have to fix that at some point. I had to run to the bank and I thought surely they'll be good for 7 or 8 minutes. I came back to that. So, I'm not gonna kennel them constantly, but that's the plywood, the 3/4 inch plywood. Hey, Wi-Fi, howdy, that we put down, and then we put the linoleum. Actually, we had tiles on it, I lied. We had tiles, and those worked well for a while. But we're still paying the loan, for this. I forgot that. It's $40 a month with no interest. But still, someone visited yesterday, and he used to be our landlord at a place that we used to rent. There's Tish guarding the food. See the food bowls up there. I've already got their food ready to feed them. And he was telling me about, he brought his daughter by to visit the cats. He was telling me about something called LVT, I think, and it's a much better quality of flooring, and you can put it down yourself, and you don't put it under the quarter round under the baseboards because it expands. And anyway, I'm going to look into that. But he was sitting there and looking out here, and he said probably that area there would just be like 300, but we don't have 300 to be doing that right now. So, but that may be a short-term goal for us. So we'll see. I hope that we are able to start taking pets again soon. Cat room census is down. And I have been able to take a few cats in, but that was only because the people that surrendered them were able to pay their bills, or the majority of their bill. And that guy there is George, and he is mostly a British blue. He has blue fur, of course, and the blue cats have every tip of every hair is clear on the end, so that's why they appear to glisten and glow. Pretty fly. Wi-Fi. But anyway, his other 2 brothers have been adopted, but we've held him back because he's had a little bit of a cold. And the lady at the bank has been real interested in him, but she's telling me that she hadn't been able to convince her husband that they need a kitty. But see his little blue toes and blue nose, and he's a sweet boy. He misses his brothers. And there's Mr. Cupcake and Mr. Beans, and we didn't name those cats. They came with those names and from different homes. So it's kind of like a menu when you come in here. I've got the light out, so if anybody needs more light, I can turn that on. We're trying to save everything we can, just like your mama at your house. She said keep the lights off unless you're using them. That's Sassy. He's one of the 4-month-old kittens that I took in. His mother is feral, and the lady that was rescuing them, I got them so that they could be touched, basically, and that is almost invisible cat. That's Gingy, short for Ginger, and they both will smack and spit, and this one is a little bit, see I'm hissing, she'll get you hiss on. This one's a little more, oh, you're a good baby. They both have smacked me in. He's purring. Or she is, actually. This one's the girl. And the other one, oh my goodness. So hissy. A hissy fit. So we should have this room full of cats. We can have 12 to 14. And there are 5 cats in here. So we're doing lots of other projects like cleaning and that kind of stuff while it's so slow for the volunteers. Anyway, but I was going to have like a question and answer time too. Anybody has any questions for the shelter? What you been into, Bandit? I was away for 2 minutes. So I know you were up to something. That's basically supplies for the cats, and there's usually a kitty cat patterned curtain up there, but I'm not sure where it's at. 2 bottom shelves of stuff have been put other places or crowded up there because Coco, she had her Delta earlier, so she's snoozing because she gets up there and knocks things down. So, this is our schedule. People coming and going. And you see, nobody will work with me. But no, seriously, I try to make sure that when we have more than one person on a day, that I put them with the other people. And I don't mind working by myself as long as I can get the work done. It's some long days sometimes, but I really enjoy the animals and love them, and so I don't mind it at all. Have a new volunteer that adopted a cat from us, Miss Vicky, and she's going to be coming 11 to 1 with me on Thursdays to help in the cat room. She's just getting over a hip surgery, though. And then she's also going to be on Saturdays, Saturday morning with Melanie, and I come in at 2. We split it. And I finish up for the day, so I probably won't see her that day. But so that's some help. So we need volunteers and we need money. The same things that non-funded agencies always need. Working on January's schedule over there. What else going on in here? Just rambling. Getting messages from Reptile 101 on TikTok. Taryn, she's talking to us mods, seeing all the messages pop up. The TV, we've gone through 2 remotes, and so I have one at home that I never used to start with my TV because mine went kaput, and I thought, I've had it for 3 or 4 or 5 months, so I just brought it down here. I need to put batteries in it and use it for the TV because the cats do enjoy watching the fish and squirrels and birds and stuff.
This is the Ark of Cleveland, Bradley County's
volunteer. Sorry for that. I turn it up when I'm by myself so I can hear if it's something I need to pick up. This is our main playroom. I haven't been showing that. You want to come in for a minute, Bandit? Because you see what they've done to the floor. And that's the smallest place. Underneath that, we had a volunteer that left Bandit in here, apparently she's not here anymore, but apparently for several hours, because he took up all of the floor underneath that, and I can't imagine how long that took him. And there's a spot there. We have a kennel sitting on that if we have pets in here. But just to make it easier for us and to consolidate with the census down, don't pee on that, baby. Come on. They're supposed to pee on that with pads. We stopped using puppy pads too, because those things are expensive. So that's why you see towels down. Bandito. There's Tish. I call her Marie. She's the one that has the big abdominal tumor. Uh-oh. Coco said, what's going on? Room to run. Room to run. Yeah. Uh-oh. Coco and Bandit are a mess. They are a mess. Yep. Let's see you guys. This room, a Girl Scout troop painted for us several years ago. And I came in and patched some of the places, painted some of the places that the animals, that looks like pee there, it does, and it's dry pee. Sometimes, not me, but sometimes a volunteer will let them come in here to separate them feeding and eating, and so I didn't see it till I turned the light on. So no big deal. I've got a mop over here ready. I keep mop water. We keep mop water all the time. That's a job there where I didn't have any brown, so I just did the green. Somebody else put the wood on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. There they are. Look at those good dogs. Look at those good puppies. Those are some good dogs. Got 2 bathrooms. This one is like the bathroom. Of course, we don't shower here. We could, but this is like where the dogs do get bathed, and then we bleach it out good when we want to give baths. The sink's not hooked up, but we've got one of those shower thingies that we can run water down there, or we can run it up here. This was a pink tub that was put in, obviously, in the 40s or 50s, maybe. Oh, she's talking to me. Taryn is. She's that Reptile 101 was on Reptiles a couple weeks ago, and I just asked her a few minutes ago while I was on there modding if they could come on tonight at 7:30, because the planned guest, I guess, is not going to make it. I haven't heard from them. So we'll see what happens. That's like the volunteer desk where we keep our medicines. One of us may stay on TikTok while the other does reptiles. Oh, okay, cool. I'm just reading her pop-up messages. Always plenty of stuff to go through and sort, and this is some recently donated stuff, and I've got stuff other places too. What we get more than anything, and we need them, is toys, but we also get treats, which we definitely can use. So this is mostly cat stuff, it looks like. And whoever that is that's calling will leave a message if it's important. Fortiflora is kind of expensive. It's a veterinary supplement, but it's a probiotic. And if you have a pet that's having some diarrhea, it's really good, dogs and cats. And the cats have something going on in there. It's not their food. It's not any kind of parasite. They've been checked out twice now, but everything the vet can do is being done, and they're on metronidazole again. As just this box actually came from Purina, the box, not the bag. So we're going to try to get more involved with Pet Finder this coming year, and I'm going to try to write a couple of grants. See how that goes. They take a lot of time. Anybody that's written one knows that. So, just rambling. I haven't seen. Is that you, Sam, on the phone? Is that you on the phone, Sam? I asked Sam to give me a call this afternoon, and it might be him. he might have time. A couple of things to talk to him about and thank him about and apologize to him about, and just 2 or 3 things. And I thought, I don't want to do that on the computer. So we'll see. We shall see. And guys, did you know that Clorox wipes have no bleach in them? It is not, and it doesn't kill COVID either, the chemical that's in it. Because to use them here, they have to be bleached. So what if it was you on the phone? Then I'm going to get off so that I can call you back, because it would have put your number on there. You should have never done that. I've got you now. I got you now. Marie's guarding the food. You look like you're getting a little hot spot on you, sissy. What's this? What is that? Is that a hot spot on her? She's got a cherry eye. The vet says nothing to do. She's got a bad heart. She's on medicines, bad liver, a tumor that's probably benign because she's had it a year. She's got big old love handles. Marie, they started calling her Tisha Marie, and I just call her Marie because we're special, aren't we? Marie. Marie, she said, I want that food down here. I gotta put your pills in it. All right, peoples, I'm gonna get off here. This has been 21 minutes and 21 seconds, and Bandit would like to eat. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Bandit is. Bandit's a good boy. There's the mop water. Speaking of that, I gotta find the mop and go back and get that up. Here we go. Here we go. All right, guys. Just killing time more than anything, but also hoping, got a spill on aisle 2. And that's a big one, so that's a bandit poop. That's a bandit poop. I'm glad he did it right now and right there. So I'll get my pooper picker-upper, pooper scooper. We were using toilet tissue, and we don't even do that because it's not free either. So we're being very, very frugal. Well, that's appropriate to end it up with a picture of some poop, I guess. Coco? Coco, look here. Coco. All right. Thanks, guys. Love y'all. And I will see you on Reptiles this evening, I hope, at 7:30. It sounds like we have a guest now. Call me back, Sam, if that was you. That's the thumbnail. Poop. Oh, God. Just stopped in to say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Benjamin. All right, let me feed these dogs.